Hello, Gemini. It's so wonderful to be back and to do this reading for you. I'm going to do 3 cards for what has come up till now, 3 cards for the present, and 3 cards for what you can expect for the remainder of the year. Okay, so I have already shuffled. It is time to cut the cards, Gemini. I am so glad that you have hung in there with me. Let's continue with your mid-year reading. Let's do the first 3 cards. We have the King of Wands, which is an excellent energy for someone who is pursuing something, a dream, a person, a new attitude. Oh, look at this. Look at all this action in the beginning of the year. The 7 of Wands. The 7 of Coins. Currently we have the Moon. We have the 5 of Cups. Oh, what happened, Gemini? And the 9 of Cups. Oh my goodness, okay. And coming up in the future, we have the Hermit. We have the 5 of Wands. And okay, more than one card came up. We have the Chariot. So this is an excellent card to have during the end of the year. It looks like right now you're kind of in between stages. You had this roller coaster ride where right now you're kind of in a lull, and then things will pick up towards the end of the year. You are really determined to make something happen because you have been working really hard on something from the start of the year, and it just, at this point, it seems like it's not going anywhere. And you are feeling perhaps like you are not going to reach the goal that you have set for yourself, and you're thinking about just dropping the whole thing and walking away. This is depression. This is something that you thought would come to you much more easily or quickly, or something that you thought would come back to you, but didn't, because there's a lot of wishing going on here. There's a lot of dreaming, pie in the sky kind of dreamy, internal, just wishing and hoping. And it seems like the action may have stopped at some point. The forward momentum has kind of come to a screeching halt, and that's what I see right now. We have this screeching halt in the middle, and you feel like giving up on something very important to you, or you feel like you've had to give up something very important to you, and it is really hurting. It is really making you confused and depressed at this time. You know, to some degree, there are definitely different degrees of depression. There are degrees in which the depression is crippling, and then there's just like the blues. Everybody has the blues every once in a while. Okay, so what is coming up for you in the second half of the year? Look at these wonderful energies. I mean, definitely we want to jump ahead to the Chariot. I mean, that is no holds barred. That is like full steam ahead. Sound the trumpet. I'm off. Things are going. Be careful you don't get trampled under the hooves, because my dust is going right by you. Okay, but in the meantime, until you get to this final conclusion, oh my God, sorry, I have to keep the window open because there's just not enough air circulation in here, and it's pretty noisy out there. So please, I hope you can ignore the noise. Okay, so we have the 5 of Wands, which is, in my opinion, like oh my God, I gotta stop saying, It's kind of a card where, oh, there we go again. Okay. It's a card of competition. It's a card of rising up to the competition. This seems to me like a new strategy. This is maybe a step back and thinking about a different tactic. And whatever that tactic is, you are going to be implementing it. So you may be going in a different direction. You may be thinking about starting something new, or retooling that idea that you have and picking it up and running with it, because this is a lot of competition and you rising above it and you making a stand in order to, put yourself out there and, stand out in the crowd. This, whatever you have found here, whatever you will find in the second half of the year, will definitely catapult you towards something so something that will take you by surprise. It will just take off so fast that you will not believe it. It's like, oh my gosh, I knew this was a fantastic direction to go in, but I had no idea that the end result was going to be so successful. It may even overwhelm you to some point. And we have the High Priestess. This came out as an extra card, and this tells to me not to lose faith in yourself. You know deep down inside, with introspection, what the answer to your question is. Okay, so if you are feeling like you're lost, like you don't know where to go, go inside, go within. You have the answers. You seek them, you have them. You have them within you. This is a special card just for you, Gemini, because you don't give up now, is basically what it's saying. Don't give up now. Don't give up before you have succeeded, because this is indicative of one of those situations where just before you find the field of diamonds, you have stopped digging. You just give up on the diamonds, and you know, you're like 5 inches away from finding the treasure. Okay, so this is the card that is saying go within, find the strength, meditate, do whatever you have to move forward, and before you know it, you will be on track to more success than you can imagine. More success than you can handle, maybe. Gemini, that is your mid-year reading. It's a special one because it tells me that whatever you're going through right now is just a bump in the road, and not to stop before you get to the treasure. Okay, because you're so close. You are so close. You just have to put a little bit more effort in it. All right, Gemini. Thanks so much for joining me, Gemini. We'll see you next time on Dragonfly Soul Tarot. Bye for now.